See, this here, total trash. That's why we're drawing that. Long Hey, welcome everybody. Jason Bascom, Unhinged Entertainment. And, yeah, like I said in the beginning of this video, that piece was total garbage. This is not. Now, as you can see, I've already started this. I was working on this actually because in between a couple streams that I did today on Sunday, mind you, the 8th of what month are we in? September. So yeah, so I drew this in between because I did a closeout stream for Frog G. It's still live, I think. Link in the description below if it is. If it's not, sorry, because we did a closeout stream and it takes a while for them to process that. By the way, I might draw off panel. I was kind of on a stream, but not on a stream whenever I was drawing this, so I really wasn't looking at a screen whenever I was working on it. So I apologize if I start going off camera. Neither here nor there. All right, so anyway, started drawing this in between those excited stream at 2. We it went up like an hour and a half or 2. Yeah, see, I'm in the video that I'm watching. I'm drawing off screen. I'm sorry, guys and gals. You know, hey, I love you all. So yeah, it's that went a while, and then in between that, I had another stream at 8. So ended one ended about 4:30. So I started working on this, and then had a couple snacks, and then I jumped on the 8 o'clock stream where I was promoting the Embrace 2, still available as of this recording, and on Indiegogo. So go check it out. Yeah, but now this is one of my free flow pieces. I didn't lay out any pencils. Just started drawing. I actually started with your right hand, like screen left, your right. So I started with that leg where the that muscle is, that curve up. That's where I started, and I moved up from there. And it kind of dictated the flow of the way this piece kind of went. I had an idea in mind of what I wanted, but I didn't pencil it. So I realized it was leaning very heavily to the left-hand side. So I had to integrate more stuff on the right-hand side. Your right, like I said. So I had to slowly kind of like move things over that way. I'm still going to put more stuff. It's not done. I'm still working on it. These pieces take me a little while longer. Like I said, I was working on it for a couple hours in between streams, and plus like another hour and a half on it while I was on another stream, hanging out with Michael T. Wolverine. He goes by Wolverine, and the ever so amazing Dillard. So yeah, hanging out with them, I was drawing while I was talking to them about Frog G and just fun stuff in general. So had a good time. Thanks for having me on, guys. Really appreciate it. Go subscribe to Michael T. Desert High Comics. So yeah, it's like I said, free flow piece. I sometimes I have an idea, sometimes I don't, and but they don't normally, like, I had a different position in my head of her arms and hands. So and that this what worked out. Sometimes they don't always. Whenever I'm working on it, I just go on the fly. I try not to make any like splatters or mistakes that are too major on these. I did do a little bit of an error that I did fix, and normally I don't do that with these. Normally I just incorporate it in, but it was actually a problem more or less than just like a splatter effect. And I'm doing all this in pen and ink. There's no brushwork here, so all of this was just at Hunt 102, Dr. P.H. Martin's. So yeah, and I have a lot of fun doing these. They're stress relievers. Sometimes I talk to people or things happen, and throughout my day I either get angry or stressed, or night before, or like this person reminds me of something. Now, this is slightly inspired by someone, but it's not it's not the like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think more or less the form of like the legs and the hips area could be the inspiration. Or there was more of a subject matter I was going to go with it, and I thought, I'll let it go. But either which way, a lot of these free flow pieces that I do sometimes are inspired by outside events and stuff like that, whether they be current pop culture events or just things that are happening in my life. A lot of these are more personal in regards. I called them unnecessary things, is what I used to call them, and then I had And those were called that because they weren't unnecessary things. There was actually a necessary thing attached to it. And then I had things called I called necessary things where there was no anything attached to it. Like it was like a song lyric or a title or something like that. And speaking of which, like the last video I did, let the old man talk at you here. The last video I did, I mean, you know, hey, I like that song, "Ditch" by Lamb of God, and it was just late, and I just wanted to toss something up, and I had that drawing done already, and I was like, I'll turn it into a video. I had a lot of editing to do on it, is another reason why, but yeah, I love that song, kind of a motif of how I am. You know, I do what I want, so I care, but I don't care, like, you know, so about certain things. So, and that's the motif. And then really love the line "Live or Die" by the Hand You're Dealt. I really like that, and I've gone by that without those exact words. We were not always handed the best, you know, hand in life, you know, and when it comes to the cards being dealt, if you want to use that turn of phrase. So, not everything is, you know, a royal flush. So sometimes you get 2-7 offsuit. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. And I'm using Texas Hold'em references there, but either way, you know, so if you're dealt a crappy hand in real life, like this is real life, it's not a game. I mean, yeah, a game, whatever. But you gotta still, you got crap. You still gotta go forward and do something, make something of what you got. Hone it as a driving force, overcome it, look at it as an obstacle that you got to sidestep, work around, or conquer. So sidestep, work around, or conquer. I like that. Maybe that'll be the title. Anyway, so yeah, so it's a. I really like that song. I like Lamb of God. They're a good band. I don't love everything they do. I like quite a lot though. So, and I'm gonna do those kind of videos off and on of you know, lyrics and lines, or lines and lyrics is what I called it. So, and these thumbnails, I'm just trying something different with these thumbnails. They take a little bit longer. The reason for the other thumbnails was because being visually impaired, the simplest format for visual things is sometimes the best way for me to go about doing it, because it takes longer. It's not that I can't do them. It just takes a lot longer. So I usually, when I'm doing these, like right now, as of this recording, it's 3:45 in the morning. I have a full-time job, so I have to wake up not insanely early, but early enough. So so the faster I could crank these out, in that regard, I like the video to be of good content. Thumbnail, I'm like, but you know, it is the first thing you see, and it's what grabs you. So I do understand that, but I'm a simple man, you know, simple kind of man, and I do like a simple thumbnail. I just do. The ones I'm going for now are just, they're just kind of silly, in a way. I'm trying something different, and that's fun for me. Maybe I'll try something different again. I don't know, but yeah, not much to talk about. Like I said, I've talked about, you know, overcoming obstacles, you know, doing the best you can. You know, no one cares. Work harder, as Cam Hanes says. So, which I like, but yeah, it's just it's that whole thing. You know, I could talk about you know, gratitude, which I'll probably talk about another time. I talked about respect and stuff like that before, but you know, it's a thing. And I also find if you learn at a younger age, hey, things aren't gonna be the best ever, but I'm gonna make the best of what I can out of things. So if you learn that young, you got a leg up. You got you know, ace king. You're holding ace king. So you know, it's a good hand, strong hand. Be mentally prepared and physically prepared as well. So you know, if you can. You know, I'm rambling. I'm just rambling. I did scan this. What I have so far. This isn't finished. Work in progress. Here's the pan down. I hope you liked it. Please leave a comment. I tried to read them all. I really appreciate everybody watching. Hit that like. Thank you once again. All right, there you have it. I hope you liked it. You know my spiel. Hit that like and subscribe, please. Really appreciate you. Not sure if Frog G will be still in demand. I closed it down. It takes a little while to process, so if it's still live, you can get it for a very short, limited time. Link is in the description below this video, as well as the Big Cartel for Absolute One Stormy Night. Check this video out I got going on over here. And thank you, everybody, once again for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And as always, have a great one.